Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm Dex.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing a Riverdale episode review for episode 5, Heart of Darkness. Now, in this episode, Archie's having a hard time playing football and has to go up against Reggie Mantle to see who will become football captain. And while this is going on, he's also taking music lessons from a new male teacher and Valerie from the Pussycats. And also, Cheryl is having a hard time dealing with Jason's funeral and not being able to give the eulogy at his funeral. So she has a single girl sleepover with Veronica, and later on in the episode she does give a eulogy that pisses off her mother, and her mother tries to send her off to boarding school. Hermione is given a snake in a box and is apparently from the Southside Serpents because the lodges owe them money. And during this time, she leans on Fred Andrews.
Okay, Betty starts digging deeper into the murder of Jason Blossom. She goes out with his best friend Trev, and she finds out that 2 weeks after meeting Polly, Jason starts selling all his stuff, stops talking to his friends, also starts selling drugs. She also finds out through her dad that Polly tried to commit suicide after a fight with Jason. We also find out that Betty's dad now is the new prime suspect into the murder of Jason Blossom. We find out that he basically ransacked the sheriff's office and stole all the evidence because he also has a beef with the Blossoms because I guess Jason Blossom's grandfather killed his grandfather and stole all their money.
Left them broke.
Yes, they were in the maple syrup business. Go figure. Who knew it was so profitable? So what'd you think?
I thought this episode was kind of slow. It didn't have a whole lot going on. It kind of felt like it was like Cheryl's episode a little bit. And I think Reggie finally got a little bit more time. Not a whole lot more, but a little bit more time. And I don't know. It didn't go into like the murder that much, which I really want to see more about that. But just kind of a slow episode for me.
Yeah, I'm fascinated with Jughead. We were talking. We thought he was like homeless in the last episode.
Yes.
But he seems to be perfectly fine now.
Yeah, he's got a nicer black suit than I do.
Yeah, you know? So there was no mention of that. It's interesting how Archie's dad, who's played by Luke Perry, is so chill throughout the whole episode.
Yeah, he is chill.
You know, no matter what happens, like, hey, my son's having an affair with his teacher. Hey, it's not your fault. You know, I don't know, I like Luke Perry, I just don't know if it's the right casting.
Yeah.
He literally has no emotion in this episode. Also, another thing we kind of noticed is, did anybody notice that all throughout the show, nobody's ever carrying any books?
Yes.
Or nobody's like really ever in class?
And everybody has on like $1,000 outfits.
Like designer clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, who's wearing like, who has like a Prada bag that they bring to high school?
Veronica and Cheryl.
Yeah. So it is interesting. Now we're basically seeing all the dysfunction between all the characters. And it seems like everybody is somehow connected.
Yeah. And Betty and her family continue to be the most interesting character. So now they've kind of alluded that maybe Polly is a twin.
Right.
Which, I kind of maybe suspected all along.
Right.
But I'm just wondering how long is it going to take for them to reveal that Polly is a twin. You think it's going to be in the finale, or?
I think we already know. And also we found out, which I forgot to mention, that Polly and Jason were engaged. And the parents knew about it. That's why the dad now is the prime suspect.
Yeah. So, overall, kind of a slow episode. I want to get back into the murder.
Yeah, it seems like the best part of the show is definitely the murder.
So, let us know what you thought about this episode.
Yes. All right, looks like that's all the time that we have for today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you get a chance, please check out our other channel, Dex and Mike's Movie Show.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and we will see you next time.